Dr. K Mohan sir has already explained to us physical and mechanical property of aggregate. Now I would like to request Dr. K Mohan sir to tell us about quality of mixing water in concrete, role of water in concrete, and effect of impurities in water on property of concrete, etc. सर कंक्रीट में जो यूज होने वाला वाटर है उसके बारे में ब्रीफ में समझाइए कि किस क्वालिटी का वाटर हमको यूज करना चाहिए, क्या क्या उसके एडवांटेज और डिसएडवांटेज होते हैं.
Sure, Mr. Singh. Now I'll discuss role of water in concrete. Water is the most important and least expensive ingredient of concrete. It plays an important role in mixing, laying, compaction, setting, and hardening of concrete. The strength of concrete depends on the quality and quantity of water used in it. The functions of water in the concrete mix are given below. I will explain it. Number one, it acts as a lubricant for the fine and coarse aggregate and makes the mixture workable. Number two, it acts chemically with a cement to form the binding paste. Number three, it is implied to damp the aggregate surface in order to prevent them from absorbing water vitally necessary for chemical action. Number four, it facilitates the spreading of aggregate. Number fifth, it helps to flux the cementing material over the surface of aggregate. And number six, it enables the concrete mix to flow into. Now I'll discuss quality of mixing water in concrete, that is requirement of water used in concrete. The water to be used for mixing and curing the concrete should fulfill the following requirements. Number one, it should be fresh and clean. Number two, it should be free from organic impurities, injurious amounts of acids or alkalis, salts, sugars, and oil. It should be free from iron, vegetable matter, or any other substance which is likely to have an adverse effect on concrete or reinforcement. Number four, potable water is generally considered satisfactory for mixing concrete. Number fifth, mixing and curing with seawater shall not be permitted. Number six, the pH value shall generally be between 6 and 8. Now I'll talk about the permissible limits for solids in water as per IS 456-2000. Now we'll take one by one. Organic matter, then requirement is permissible limit in terms of mg per liter is 200. Inorganic matter, 3000 milligram per liter. Sulfates as SO3, 500 milligram per liter. Chlorides as chloride. Plain concrete, 2000 mg per liter. Reinforced concrete, 500 mg per liter. Suspended matter, 2000 milligram per liter. Now I'll discuss effects of impurities in water on properties. So first, dissolved salt. Excessive amounts of dissolved salt reduce compressive strength by 10 to 30% and also affects. Now number two, chlorides. Large quantity of chlorides causes corrosion of steel reinforcement and accelerates setting. Chlorides also tend to cause persistent dampness and surface effluence. Number three, sulfates. Sulfates can lead to the reformation of yttringite as well as reduction of long-term strength level. Number four, suspended particles. High content of suspended particles of clay and silt interferes with setting, hardening, and bond characteristics. Number fifth, miscellaneous inorganic salt. The presence of salt of manganese, tin, zinc, copper, and lead in water causes reduction in the strength of concrete. The effect of lead nitrate is completely destructive. Some salts like sodium iodate, sodium phosphate, sodium arsenate, and sodium borate reduce the initial strength of concrete to a very low degree. The carbonates of sodium and potassium may cause extremely rapid setting time and reduction in strength. Number six is sugar. If the amount of sugar present in mixing water is less than 0.05% by weight of water, then there is no adverse on concrete strength. The sugar content up to 0.15% will result in retarding of setting time and the early strength of the concrete, but 28-day strength may be improved. Number 7 is oil. Mineral oil not mixed with animal or vegetable oils have no adverse effect on the concrete property. The mineral oil content of 2% is said to increase the strength of the concrete. But for more than 8% mineral oil, the strength is slightly reduced. The vegetable oil in water shows detrimental effect on strength of concrete at later age. Number 8 now, acids and alkalis. Industrial wastewater containing acids or alkalis is usually unsuitable for concrete construction. However, it can be used after proper testing and treatment. Number 9 is algae. Algae may be present in mixing water or on the surface of aggregate particles. It combines with cement and reduces the bond between aggregate and cement paste. The water containing algae has the effect of intruning large quantity of air in concrete and thus lowering the strength of concrete. Number 10, seawater. Seawater contains sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, and magnesium sulfate, and also a small quantity of sodium and potassium salt. These salts reduce strength and durability and cause corrosion and efflorescence. Now I will discuss use of seawater for mixing concrete. Seawater has a salinity of about 3.5% with about 78% sodium chloride and 15% chloride and sulfates of magnesium. Seawater also contains small quantities of sodium and potassium salt. This can react with reactive aggregate in the same manner as alkalis in cement. Therefore, seawater should not be used even for PCC if aggregates are known to be potentially alkali. The use of seawater for mixing concrete does not appreciably reduce the strength of concrete, although it may lead to corrosion of reinforcement in certain cases. Water containing large quantity of chlorides in seawater may cause efflorescence and persistent damage. When the appearance of concrete is important, seawater may be avoided. The use of seawater is also not advisable for plastering purpose, which is subsequently going to be painted. Seawater to be avoided for making reinforced concrete. If seawater cannot be avoided for making reinforced concrete, particular precautions should be taken to make the concrete dense by using low water cement ratio coupled with vibration and to give an adequate cover of at least 7.5 centimeters.